Hello, welcome to the weekly series with the Ramchal of this year. And here we have the weekly portion is Acharei Mot. ושמח אחרון את שתי ידיו על ראש השעיר החי והתוודה עליו את כל עוונותיו ונסתער ואת כל פשעיכם כל חטאותיכם ונתן אותם על ראש השעיר ושלח ביד איש איתי המדברה. And Aaron shall lay both of his hands upon the head of the live goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, all their transgressions, even all their sins. They shall put them upon the head of the goat, and shall send him away by the hand of appointed men into the wilderness. ונשא השעיר עליו את כל עוונותיו על כל הארץ הגזירה ושלח את השעיר במדבר. And the goat shall be bare upon him all the iniquities into a land which is cut off, and he shall let go the goat in the wilderness. So during the presentation of the Yom Kippur sacrifices, the high priest, the Kohen HaGadol, offers two goats. This one is sacrificed on the altar, while the other is this one that is led away with the help of the designated messenger to the uninhabited wilderness. That is called Azazel, the release there to be perished in the ritual. The three different expressions are used to denote the sins. We have Avon, Pesha, and Chatat. According to Chazal, they are the meaning the same, okay, but they designate different things according to Chazal. So the one is unintentional, signifies actions done inadvertently, and intentional denotes deliberate action, and the third one is sins whose purpose is to anger Hashem, refers to one who's committed with the intention of provoking the divine. So these varying levels indicate how we can cause suffering and spiritual damage to ourselves. This is corresponding to the three levels: Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama. Neshama is the highest level. Depending on the type of the sin, it may affect these three spiritual levels. Since it is not always clear which sin corresponds to which level, they are treated together during the sacrifice, allowing for the determination of the severity and categorization of the sin. As we have Avon, Pesha, V'Chatat. According to the goat handed over to the messenger, and these messenger have to have certain attributes, ensuring that it becomes a symbol of it can do, is eligible to do what the Kohen is designated him. ונשא השעיר עליו את כל עוונותיו אל הארץ הגזירה ושלח את השעיר במדבר. And the goat shall bear upon him all their iniquities into a land which is cut off, and shall let go the goat in the wilderness. So the Kohen HaGadol acknowledges the guilt of the Bnei Israel, of the Jewish people, then sends off the second goat with the emissary. The land area is referred to Gzera, signifies that there's going to be a decree, a judgment pronounced on that land. And the divine decision designates that the land area is considered for this impurity. On the other part, like if we are mentioning Eretz Israel, Eretz, this is the physical land that serves as the conduit for energy from these higher realms. For instance, we have a rain that nourishes the land, which is in turn sustains plants and life and humans as well. So the Eretz is the part of the Kedusha, the lower level of the Kedusha. So in the text we have in Gzera, that is the designated area, that is associated with impurity, where the goat is representing the sins that he is going to be sacrificed. Through the sacrifice of the goat, the Bnei Israel cleansed of the sins, and this whole process is purified in that way. והייתה לכם לחוקת עולם בחודש השביעי, בעשור לחודש, תענו את נפשתיכם וכל מלאכה לא תעשו האזרח והגר והגר בתוככם. And it shall be a statute for ever unto you in the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, ye shall afflict your souls, and shall do not manner of work, the homeborn or the stranger that sojourns among you. So on the 7th month, that is Tishrei, that is according to the Torah, this is the 7th month, the Kohen would offer the Yom Kippur sacrifice in the Holy Temple. So this is called the avodah, the work, the service, aims to collectively represent for the sins of the Jewish people. So if we would arrange how the Torah starts with this word Bereshit, okay, with a different order of the sequence, we could have arrived to Be'alef Tishrei, the first day of Tishrei. So it is when the Creator created the world that is marking the birth of humanity as well. Today it is a festival that we celebrate is Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the calendar new year. So, and this whole process is starting, it is culminating in Sukkot, until Sukkot is the 8th day, and the last day it is Shmini Atzeret. Also Shmini, the 8th day, and Atzeret meaning to stop. It is signifying that the necessity of the holiday energy is going on. It is flowing, all this energy, and at some point we need to stop, okay, this kind of process. And on the 10th day, that is 10th day of Tishrei, that is Yom Kippur. כי ביום הזה יכפר עליכם לטהר אתכם מכל חטאותיכם לפני השם תטהרו. And for on this day shall atonement be made for you to cleanse you from all your sins, shall be clean before God. On this day, do not engage in any work, or sins are redeemed due to the significance of the power of that day, of that specific day, 10th of Tishrei. So this redemption manifests on multiple levels, starting from the highest level, Keter, all to the lowest level till the Malchut. And that is altogether this 620 levels. So if we would be making this numerology of the Keter, also we would arrive to 620, meaning that half 20, Tav 400, Reish 200. This totaling 620. So, and also the value of the word Yikaper, okay, we having a Yud, it is 10, a half is 20, Pay 80, Reish 200 is 310, and 2 times 310 is also 620. We have the lower and the upper levels, that in 2 levels, the sum of it is going to be also 620. And also the expression we having over here, Lifnei Hashem titharu, be pure before God. The value of titharu is going to be also 620, that we are starting with the Tav 400, Tet 9, Hey 5, Reish 200, and Vav 6, also 620. So on Yom Kippur, when Bnei Israel is completely purified from their sins, they ascend to the spiritual heights. Okay, so 620, all these rays of these levels of purification that it's mentioned. Shabbat Shabbaton, Hilachem vanitem et nafshetechem hukat olam. In the Sabbath of Solemn, rest unto you, and you shall afflict yourselves in the statue forever. On the day of spiritual elevation, it is like Shabbat of Shabbat, and ye shall afflict your souls. Vanitem et nafshechatem. The fast and the abstention of Yom Kippur help the soul to detach from the earthly matters and ascend to further. So this spiritual work is very essential every year to neutralize and for the collective sins of humanity that is accumulated during the year. If we are skipping this process or any given year, the burden of sins would weigh so heavily upon the world that God would withdraw further from us. Okay, so Yom Kippur is indeed a central element of the world's existence and purification that is going to be restored to the original and to be balanced out. What should we do today when there is no Kohen Gadol and the high priest couldn't perform the spiritual work on behalf of Bnei Israel? We don't have a holy temple right now. That could be possible eliminate the sins with this kind of offerings. So it is a generic rabbinic decree that this situation, the prayer is a substitute for the temple sacrifices. So the Yom Kippur, the Musaf prayer is what is we recite today in place of the sacrifices. And we are hoping that one day the Messiah will come soon and restore this opportunity for presenting Yom Kippur sacrifices and also the balance, please. וידבר השם אל משה לאמור, and God spoke into Moses saying, דבר אל בני ישראל ואמרת לכם, אני השם אלוהיכם. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying to them, I'm the God of your, I'm the God. Similarly, in this verse, you find the words דבר and ואמרת, both meaning to speak. So why are these two kinds? Which one is related to one. The bear is associated with the stricter judgmental aspect, while the Ve'amarta is with the Sephira of Rahamim, with mercy. את משפטי תעשו ואת חוקותי תשמרו ללכת בהם, אני השם אלוהיכם. Mine ordinance shall ye do, my statute shall ye keep to walk there, I'm God, I'm God. ואמרת את חוקותי ואת משפטי אשר יעשו אותם אדם חי בהם אני השם. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my ordinances, which if men do shall give by them, I'm God. Okay, all of this indicates how very crucial is to monitor when we are on the right path, when we stray from it. So this path is indeed a very narrow channel, and we must remain very vigilant and connect to ourselves and to the eternal to feel the narrow path and find the correct thoughts and actions. So if we assert this, we receive a proper nourishment from the higher realms, reaching all to 248 parts of our body. That is symbolizing the active number of the Torah mitzvot, what you have to do. But if the mitzvot is nourished and protect us, basically, in such kind of extent, why do our physical body is dying? So according to tradition, the tzaddikim, the righteous, do not die. The tzaddikim are individuals who have surpassed their rectification and they are correcting themselves and detached from physical desires. One who can achieve this and maintain it over a long term, he could become a tzaddik. So it is stated in the Gemara, tzaddikim mitatan kruim lachem. Tzaddikim are all called alive even in their deaths. So their bodies and souls they are separating. This is meaning death. They still support us and nourishing the humanity. Okay, and also it is very preferable that you visit the tzaddik, and especially, and we are in the month of the Omer, the counting of the Omer, and we receive even in this kind of very challenging period many supports also from the tzaddikim. Okay. Thank you for your attention and see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.